Potential to come up big for this man's team, Alex.
And it's going to the best version of Paco to try and stay competitive. They had some good moments last season. They made a run for the playoffs, but they lost 6 in a row right at the end, and that made it impossible for their chances. So Matias Almeida has obviously worked a lot on this team, and he's expecting that work to pay off as soon as tonight.
Taken away by Cristian Espinosa, the Argentine forward winger, literally defending for his team, as we take a look as well at Guram Kasia. That's Wong, South Korean international and central midfield for Vancouver, alongside the captain Russell Tibbert, another international, but for Canada. Back for Crepal, who gets rid of it. And of course, the virtual fan base on deck for all of you to enjoy. On the right, Dachovic, right to have it off his right boot. Back onto the control of Owusu. The Ghanaian Owusu wants it back. Leonard Owusu will get it. Looks to turn around on Magnus Eriksson. Now, Vasilinovic, youth international of Serbia. Way out to the left. That's crafty into the box for Vancouver. The shot, and that's in the back of the net for the Canadians. Cheeky stuff for the left back, Ali Adnan. And the Iraqi international makes this 1-0 for Vancouver.
No Cavallini, no problem. You have Adnan, left back, with a nice cut on the inside, creates enough space to take the shot, puts it in. We were wondering if this Vancouver team would be having offensive problems. Well, 7 minutes in, they managed to score, and they're winning it early on, 1-0.
What a way for Adnan to take that shot off the left side, Alex, but pulls in central and has that off his right boot. That's the ability you have when you can utilize both legs offensively, and he did that this time around.
And also the advantages of having a guy in the left back like Adnan that has a very aggressive style of play, a two-way street for Adnan that obviously has offensive power as well when he decides to go forward. That's what happened here, and expect more of that tonight, because they were successful in the first try. They're already winning it 1-0 against San Jose. That is going to have to come back from this some way, somehow.
Cross comes in, first pull dangerous. There's the opportunity for the 1-1 scoreline, and that is saved by Crepa after Jackson Ewell, the young U.S. international, thought he had it.
And it was well done by Crepo. Ewell coming in from behind, takes the shot. Nicely done, but Crepo was exactly where he needed to be. Gets two hands on that ball, sends it to a corner kick.
Oh, look at that cross second pull. Looking at that replay, Alex, if Jackson Ewell gets a little bit more elevation on that, that's in the back of the net. Cristian Espinosa running over to the right side to have this corner kick, a product of Huracan, played at Valladolid in La Liga. He sets up off his left as Magnus Eriksson will have it off his left. Off the practice play. Played it back inside. Not that time as Nick Lima. It's actually Rios. Andy Rios is not able to put that back into the box. Here's Maxime Crepin to take this goal kick for his team. 1-0 game for Vancouver on the score of Ali Adnan. And this is how the group shapes up. But remember, Vancouver with only 1 game played in the tournament.
And how about Chicago with 3 points also in that group? Seattle hasn't had the best tournament so far, but still with possibilities, as well as San Jose, because you can make it through the next round as one of the best third places. And they're all in a position to get there, so it's a pretty tight group so far. But Chicago has exceeded expectations, and so far, Vancouver as well.
Espinosa against Adnan on the right. The shot from Espinosa. Crepin comes out big again.
Well done by Espinosa. First the control, and then the crafty play to take the shot. You can see it right there, just a lot of determination. Takes a shot, and again, Crepin with a nice save, giving San Jose another set-piece place off a corner kick.
Eriksson to execute from the left. The captain way out. It's out of the drawing board. It's off the playing book of Matias Almeida, but all the way back from Hudson. Jackson Yule opening right. Find Tommy Thompson. Back in for Kaisha, who will switch the pitch and find the chest of Eriksson. Jackson. Hudson wanted it, didn't get it, and back out to Kaisha. Hudson again, the Brazilian. That's Osvaldo Alanis, former Chivas Rayadas of Guadalajara, who will give it away.
No matter what happens here tonight, I think that we will not be able to get an accurate read on the Vancouver side and their real potential throughout what could be the regular season because of missing players. Talk about Montero, Rose, Ricketts, Cavallini, players that aren't available for MLS's back, but once you incorporate them into this team, everything changes for them.
Crafty from Rios, he's in the box, can have a cross, he does. Deflected. Vaco couldn't get there, Jackson does. Vaco wants it, Kashashvili close to Jackson. To the tip of the box, Vaco can have a shot. Plays it back, and the shot just wide. Just wide from Vaco. So we look at this exceptional view of the field where it's all been happening in Orlando. Gone. 1-0 for the Whitecaps. Jordi Reina turns and finds Nerwinski. Huang. Thank you, my friends. Gracias, Luis Omar y compañía. Well, you know you could enjoy this game in English. Go to MLSsoccer.com/SAP to learn on how to activate the SAP function and enjoy this game in English, Alex.
Yeah, both Luis Omar and Tony, by the way, told me in the pregame show that they expected a San Jose win, so not a very accurate forecast so far. Let's see how it goes.
Can you believe it? Luis Omar Tapia, Tony Kerky. Regresamos con ustedes, guys. Making contact with the Spanish side of our broadcast, of course. We are with you in English on TUDN via SAP, and of course the option as well on Twitter for this MLS is Back tournament. bench tonight. Espinosa crossing midfield with a man right on him. It's Milignokovic. Good turn by the Argentine. Close to Magnus Eriksson. Center of the field. Jackson wants it. Ewell gets it. Opens it to Alanis. 31-year-old Mexican defender. Played at Chivas, Santos, Oviedo, abroad, an international of Mexico at one point. Hudson. Espinosa. Eriksson, Hudson again. Thought about going in near side. Now he will drop down with the chest by Nick Lima. One-on-one against Nerwinski. Lima, Nick still on it in the box. Now out of it to Vaco. Vaco lost it. Jackson Ewell won it. Back to Lima. Here's Nick again against Nerwinski. One-on-one opportunity. He wants to go into the box. He does. Rios. Vaco. Oh, Vaco thought about having a crafty, easy touch. Top right corner shot, but it was deflected. Back to you, Jackson. Corner kick for San Jose.
Another one for the Quakes that seemed to have the game under control after conceding the goal. They have possession of the ball, but very little space around the box. They need to get creative to try and find a way in.
Tommy Thompson, by the way, was the man on the cross that time off the right. But that'll be the end of this opportunity. The club out of the bay. Goal kick here for Kripa and company as Magnus Eriksson was putting this second pole service.
Yeah, a bit of a heavy touch there by Eriksson. Wasted opportunity off the corner kick. But San Jose has gotten a little bit aggressive after conceding that goal. Let's see if Vancouver can hold out, or if they decide also to risk something a little bit more on offense. Try and play on the other side of the pitch.
It's a tough challenge, and Hudson maybe dodging a yellow card here as he has a dialogue with referee of the game, Marcos de Oliveira. Involved in the tackle there with Adnan. That's Mark Dos Santos. Was at Montreal years ago, assistant at Sporting Kansas City, 2015-2016 under Peter Vermeet. 2018 assistant to LAFC with Bob Bradley and company, and now head coach of the Whitecaps. Here's Tajume to Juan. The pressure from Espinosa. Arranco, Vasilinovic, open left. Adnan, Jordi Reina. Back to Adnan. And now Reina, Jordi. Here's the Peruvian, the Tajume. The Colombian South American connection here will be very interesting. Adnan thought about having an open left. Russell Tibbert can have a cross, dispossessed. And it will be San Jose ball. There's Tommy Thompson, gave it away off the throw-in. Still Quakes ball. Again, Tibbert went up to Jordi Reina. Reina pivot, turns. Reina with the shot. Dangerous strike from the Peruvian. Could have been it. Vega. Oh, so close.
Yeah, it was a nice shot. Nice try there by Reina. Obviously, there's three missing strikers. Vancouver playing with a false nine, so Reina has a responsibility on offense. Let's see if they can create enough danger to score another goal here against San Jose. They're winning it so far after 20, but they haven't shown much on offense despite the goal that they have.
side for Espinosa. Looks like a foul. It's not called. 10 still on his feet. Went to Tommy Thompson. Here's Thompson. Wants to have a cross. Thompson with the service. Taken away by Kamiri. Jasser Kamiri, the Tunisian defender for Vancouver. Another try here. Well played. Espinosa. Eriksson. Have it. That's going to be a corner kick for Pelado Almeida's side. Two men on the ball again. Espinosa and Magnus Eriksson. Magnus back to Jackson Ewell. Houston lost it. And here Reina on the breakaway opportunity. And the numbers here for Reina. This should be a goal. Goal, 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 goal. Oh, no. Can you believe it? Yes, it will be in the back of the net. Goal. It's a beat and no goal. I thought Reina perhaps could have finished it on his own. What a way to lose the ball from Hudson. He won't get there back in time, although he'll put it in his own goal. It's 2-0 for Vancouver.
Nightmare play for San Jose. Counter-attack for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Of course, Reina should have and could have done better. Bad luck there by Hudson. Off the pass, there is a deflection by Vega. Hudson couldn't get there to try and save that ball over the line. And just like that, after 22 minutes, Vancouver is up 2-0. Unlucky there by Hudson, who made the run, got there, but then gets an own goal for a 2-0 deficit. As we took a look at Reina, a long run, obviously. I thought that he could have decided to go for it himself, but right at the end, looked for a pass, and it ended up in the back of the net. 2-0 Vancouver.
Nightmare stuff for San Jose. And at the end of the day, of course, not being able to call this game from Orlando, Alex, you got the feeling that there was somebody back there. Perhaps Alanis, maybe Casia. No, it was a wide open field to run for Jordi Reina.
And that's a problem. There was a miscommunication there on Casia and Alanis, both center backs. I mean, you cannot allow to give that much space on your side of the pitch to Reina for an open run. Basically a one-on-one against Vega. And they were almost lucky enough to not concede in that play, but the own goal from Judson made it impossible. So now they'll need to come from behind after conceding yet another goal. So it's a 2-goal difference for this Vancouver side, who's already managed to score twice despite the questions we had because of the missing players on offense.
And now add to the equation guys like Montero and Cavallini. This team could be scary. Another corner for San Jose. Ironically, they have been the team dominating instances of the match, but it is San Jose down 2-0. Cross taken away. By Kamiri. Although we look at Vasilinovic, who is alongside Kamiri, Almeida cannot be happy with what he's seen thus far.
Soccer can be cruel to you sometimes here and there. I mean, Vancouver has created 2 opportunities, and the 2 opportunities have ended up in the back of the net. Very effective and pragmatic team so far.
Oh, look at this from Espinosa. That was sensational stuff. Curled
shot on goal or a cross, but it was a dangerous one. And Crepa again with a magnificent save.
You get the feeling the Quakes just deserve a little bit better luck in this one. They're trying to get one back here. Magnus Eriksson, second pole service, played back inside. But Maxime Crepa able to control it, no problem.
And San Jose has all its players available. I mean, Osvaldo Alanis had to be subbed in the last game because of cramps, but seemed to be fit for this game here tonight. Other than that, San Jose is a complete squad. And yet they're still losing it 2-0 against Vancouver that has 4 or 5 missing players.
Of course, the fans enjoying the game safely from their home. And that time around, we had a look at the Vancouver Whitecaps fan base enjoying this one a ton. 2-0 for them on their presentation match. Yes, that's right. This is their first game of the tournament. They were set to play FC Dallas. Modified the tournament in this way. And they're off to a perfect start here.
And if this is going to be the pace of the game, if San Jose is going to have the possession and is going to move the ball around, something tells me that the counter-attacks will be a key element to Vancouver's offensive game tonight. I mean, we already saw a goal off a counter-attack, and I suspect we're going to see many more counter-attacks and opportunities with open field for Vancouver, especially with the press-style system that we see in San Jose. So they were lethal in the first. Let's see if they can build up on that tool of the counter-attack for Vancouver.
Jordi Elena thought he was fouled that time. No call by the Oliveira. And you're absolutely right, Alex. You look at this match, the 28 minutes for the majority of the time, it has been San Jose with the ball. El Pelado Almeida's with the possession of the ball. It's not good enough, though. You have to score. Hudson playing it way out far side. Acacia. Osvaldo Alanis. Mexican defender going right to Tony Thompson. Jackson Ewell back to Thompson. Patient soccer now for San Jose. Knocking on the door, looking for a way in, insisting. Alanis wants it back. He does. Get it back now and back out to Guram Cassia. It was Espinosa. Tip of the box. Eriksson. Back to Espinosa. Hudson wants it. Gets it. Now Jackson. Played back inside. Save by Crepa. Vako. Taken away again. And watch the breakaway opportunity again with Jordi Reina and Dahom. This time San Jose gets back in time, Alex.
But this situation is going to repeat itself throughout the rest of this matchup. So obviously San Jose needs to make an adjustment on defense.
Vako. Gashashvili left. Talima. Oh, formidable stuff from Nowinski there. Wong. Jordi Reina, backside, turns to goal. That's a foul from Alanis. Not a bad shot from Vako, but Jake Nowinski got there in time. High hydration break, Alex Berry.
Yeah, very solid performance so far by Crepa, Canadian international for Vancouver. One of the most important players in this squad, and then also international, but for Iraq, Ali Adnan has proven himself to be a key player in this squad, managed by Marc Dos Santos, that obviously had to bring some magic into this one. Move players around in different positions. Not easy, not having your best players available for a tournament like MLS is back. But done great so far. As we take a look at Matias Almeida, not happy with what he's seen. He's got control of the match and possession of the ball, but vulnerable on defense. And has conceded 2 goals already. Need to get creative around the box.
Well, what do? You're down 2-0. The motivation of your team shot at a certain extent with that unfortunate play for Hudson, who loses the ball, gets back on defense only to score an own goal.
Well, I think you need to focus on defense, because you cannot allow to concede another goal. If Vancouver scores one more, it's going to be an impossible mission for San Jose. So obviously they need to get creative around the box, try and find the way in. Vancouver is falling back on defense, so you need to figure out a way to score, no doubt. But take into account that you need to play from here on out a perfect game on defense and try to manage a way to score twice, maybe get yourself a point out of this matchup, because things are not looking good after the first 32 minutes of play. Now, one of the things going also for San Jose is the fact that we need to keep an eye on Vancouver's fitness status, especially in the second half. It's been 130 days between games for them. There's a lot of heat, a lot of humidity. They're out of rhythm. So the fitness and physical factor are going to be important for Vancouver, especially, I insist, in the second half, and that's something that San Jose can take advantage of.
And they'll want to. 33 gone from Orlando in the MLS is back tournament. It's 2-0 to Vancouver. Now Crafty with the back heel. High pressure here from Almeida's side. Kamiri. Moves it back out for the Whitecaps. Gives it right back to the Quakes, and here's Viga. 5 years with River Plate. Alongside Almeida. In a handful of those. Jackson Ewell, the UCLA product, an international, already with Team USA. Baco. Pivot from Baco back to Jackson. Hudson. Magnus Eriksson goes to Espinosa. Espinosa, first pull service. Ton of pressure there for Andy Rios to try and execute a turn. Eriksson, Jackson Ewell, the shot taken away. Back in, tip of the box, clearance again for Kamiri. Alanis, Osvaldo. Former Chivas de Guadalajara man wants it back. He's going to have an opportunity. Here's Osvaldo Alanis. Taken away by Tibbert in the last second. Vaco. And now out to Nick Lima. Jackson. Rule to Magnus Eriksson. Got it back. Played out to Alanis again. congratulations for the Quakes. Knocking at the box of the Caps. This is an organized, compact Vancouver team as well defensively, Alex.
Yeah, and that is their best bet, obviously. And it's proven to be a good strategy so far for Marc Dos Santos. Matias Almeida has better tools to play with coming off the bench, especially offensively, and he's going to need to use some of those, especially in the second half. Danny Husen, obviously Chris Wondolowski, and also Carlitos Fierro, who is a crafty, speedy player. I'm sure we'll see Carlos Fierro in the second half to try and create danger for San Jose, but as of now, a solid performance all around by this Vancouver team.
Jordi Reyna thus far proven to be an absolute nightmare for San Jose in the back line, particularly for Alanis, who once again picked him up that time in the near side of the pitch. Looked like a foul. It's not called by Marcos Oliveira, and San Jose go the other way. Espinosa still on it. Hudson, Tommy Thompson wants it alone on the far side. He's going to get it. No clear way in. Ewell again. Jackson. Lima. Here's Nick. Hudson. Cassian. Jackson. Tip of the box opportunity for Espinosa with a deflection so close.
For a moment there, I thought it was in. It took a deflection. Nice shot by Espinosa. Let's take another look at the replay. Selinovic with the deflection. Nice play, defensive play, and yet another corner kick for San Jose.
And again off the drawing board, and again not the best execution as to Nick Lima.
Yeah, they haven't been very effective when they've tried that play. I would say just take your chances putting the ball in the box with a dangerous cross. You're getting a lot of chances off set piece plays, but haven't taken advantage of it. Great performance by Crepa so far. A goalkeeper you can count on. There aren't many of those, and he's one of them.
Man down. Andy Rios. 30-year-old striker out of Buenos Aires. And won't count. The dialogue of Jordi Reyna and De Oliveira.
I'm not sure if I think a lot of the Vancouver players won't be able to go for 90 minutes in this kind of heat, especially with 130 days between games. So I expect a lot of substitutions on the Vancouver side coming into the second half.
Over 4 months, and to that, Alex, you add some of the players, of course, that are not here for the tournament, which reduces your player pool.
And not only that, but you do not have possession of the ball, so that means you're running behind the ball.
Constantly behind the ball for Vancouver, even though they do have the lead up 2-0 up on the Earthquakes. They would enjoy a goal just before the half. Espinosa off the end line. Does he get there in time? He does. Corner kick for his team. Comes in, and look at this. Right at Kripa. In the play.
Marcelinovic is down. I think, actually, the ball hit him, and yeah, it comes off his face. It's a two-way deflection there.
Wow.
And they have the fortune of Kripa being right there where he needed to be to pick up that ball and avoid conceding the first.
It could have easily been another own goal in this one.
But that is why I think San Jose needs to put the cross inside the box. When it comes to corner kicks, you can just see the danger it can create. If they can manage to hold out this 2-0 partial victory in the first half, possibilities of victory will be very big for them going into the second. San Jose obviously wants to, I mean, they're still in it, no doubt. But if they can manage to score once before going into the halftime, that will just bring them alive. Not an easy task, though. 3, maybe 4 minutes to go.
The death of the first half here with Vancouver in control. Vancouver ball. The MLS is Back tournament on Tulane, on Twitter. Alex Berry, Ramses Sandoval. A pleasure to be with you all. As the competition rolls on, Alex, essentially with the second round of games in group play. Kamiri, chipping ball up top, looking for Reina. Vega, Hudson, he'll get it with some pressure, needs to get rid of it quick, and he does. Looks like a foul. Espinosa is able to turn. That is a foul. Actually, it's Andy Rios, Andres Rios, who gets taken down. No foul from Vaco, still on it. Lima. Jackson Ewell backtracks with Alanis. Big minutes and at a time we've seen as a tendency in this tournament, Alex, so we're probably going to see it again here, although I don't believe we've missed a lot of time even with the hydration break. Ball inside, Rios, pivot turn for Rios, Erickson with the shot deflected, again Erickson, corner kick San Jose.
San Jose keeping the pressure up.
Now Espinosa with the service. Alanis loses it. Watch the breakaway here as Reina is off to the races. Juan with Reina on the left, Dajome on the right. Far out to Nerwinski. San Jose gets back. And the shot from Huang off target.
Another breakaway opportunity. They'll have 3 or 4 more in the second half. game continues to be played this way. San Jose obviously keeping the pressure on Vancouver, and the best thing that could happen to the Caps is for the first half to end. That way they can take a rest and regroup for the second half.
Baco. Another corner kick for San Jose. Look at that stat with corner kicks piling up for the Earthquakes all game long. Have added on, Alex, up until the 49th in this one. There's the service. Oh, can you believe it? Goal for the Quakes. I'm going to get another look at it here. Absolutely. It's a golazo, Alex Berry. A crafty finish there from Rios. 2-1, and San Jose lives.
What a golazo. I'm not even sure he knows how he did that, but he just extended his leg. What a move. What an instinct. Makes contact with the ball. Takes direction of a goal. Classy touch there by Rios and puts it into. Give life to this San Jose team who is right back at it. 1 goal difference with 45 minutes to go. This is what they needed. This is what they looked for. And I think it is fair to say that they deserved at least 1 goal from what they've done throughout this first half.
Yeah, no question. I agree. No question about that. Sets up a sensational second half. Be with us through the end at Twitter. San Jose gets one back. They deserved it. They had possession of the ball, and they get back into the game here in the last minutes of the first half.
Magical touch there by Rios. He extended the leg, but I'm not sure that he expected that ball to go in. And suddenly he turns around and sees it in the back of the net. Sometimes that is just all you need. And they're right back in it.
.49 gone now. And that's it for Marcos de Oliveira with 49 minutes and 3 seconds. Says that's it for the first 45 minutes of action. Don't you go anywhere in the MLS's back tournament Group B action. Vancouver up on San Jose. 2-1. Alex Berry, Ramses Sandoval, TUDN.
موسم استثنائي للمحترفين انتهى بلا بطل، ليبدأ موسم جديد بقرعة تحمل معاني التقدير لخط دفاعنا الأول، إذ تعود الحياة للملاعب وتدق معها طبول المواجهات. قرعة كأس ودوري الخليج العربي 2020-2021 على أبو ظبي الرياضية. UFC Fight Night تعود مع مباراة الإياب، حيث المنافسة على حزام وزن الذبابة. سيتعين على المتنافس رقم 1 ديفيسون فيغريدو أن يقاتل بشدة عندما يواجه المتنافس رقم 2 جوزيف بينافيديس الذي يريد الانتقام. لا تفوت UFC Fight Night على أبو ظبي الرياضية وتطبيق UFC أرابيا. الخبرة، عنفوان الشباب، أساليب القتال في حلبة الميزان، ضربات قاضية وإخضاع. ليس مجرد قتال، بل أكثر من ذلك بكثير. UAE Warriors بنسختها 12 على قناة أبو ظبي الرياضية.
حفل دوري الخليج العربي الموسم الماضي بعدد من الأحداث المؤثرة والمثيرة، فما هي أهم هذه المحطات؟ البداية كانت مع مدرب الأهلي أولاريو كوزمان الذي عوقب في شهر ديسمبر من قبل هيئة التحكيم باتحاد كرة القدم الإماراتي بالإيقاف ل6 أشهر وتغريمه 100,000 درهم إماراتي بسبب مخالفته اللوائح وعدم التزامه بعقده مع العين الذي رحل عنه في الصيف ليتعاقد مع الفرسان رغم عدم انقضاء مدة عقده مع الزعيم. ولكن كوزمان رفع القضية لاحقا إلى محكمة التحكيم الرياضي كاس التي رفعت عقوبة الإيقاف عنه، وهذا ما سمح لأولاريو في قيادة الفرسان أمام الزعيم ضمن منافسات الجولة 20 لدور الخليج العربي. إليكم أسرع هدف في تاريخ دوري الخليج العربي، وقد سجله لاعب الشباب إدلسون بيريرا ديميليو في شباك الوحدة ضمن منافسات الجولة 9. الخسارة الوحيدة الفعلية التي مني بها الأهلي في الدوري جاءت في الأسبوع 10 أمام مستضيفه الوصل، واستقرت النتيجة على 2-1 لصالح الإمبراطور. هذا الهدف أثار كثيرا من ردود الفعل في الملاعب الإماراتية، ووصفه المحللون بالأسوأ هذا الموسم. فبعد أن أخرج فريق دبي الكرة إلى رمية جانبية بهدف إسعاف لاعب مصاب، قام لاعب الوحدة بتمرير كرة طويلة إلى المهاجم تيغالي الذي بدلا من أن يعيد الكرة إلى الفريق الخصم وسط مطالبة زملائه بذلك قام بإسكانها الشباك وسط دهشة واستهجان الجميع من حوله.
اللي سجل في مرمى عدنان لما كان في صفوف الشباب يسجل في مرمى عدنان.
ركلة الجزاء هذه التي سجلها الأهلي في الوقت بدل الضائع ضد عجمان أمنت له النقاط 3، ولكنها أثارت حفيظة إداري عجمان عبد الله أحمد الذي اعتدى على الحكم حمد الشيخ بعد نهاية المباراة في مشهد نتمنى عدم تكراره في ملاعبنا الإماراتية لتصدر في حقه عقوبة الإيقاف مدى الحياة، لكن لجنة الاستئناف خفضت العقوبة بعد ذلك إلى 18 شهرا. إداري آخر اتخذته لجنة الانضباط في اتحاد كرة القدم الإماراتي، حيث أقرت سحب 3 نقاط من رصيد الأهلي ومنحها للظفرة رغم فوز فرسان دبي ب3 أهداف مقابل هدف على فرسان الغربية، بعدما اعتبرته خاسرا بنتيجة 0-3 للمباراة التي جمعت الفريقين في الجولة 13 من دوري الخليج العربي بسبب إشراكه مهاجمه عدنان حسين رغم إيقافه لحصوله على الإنذار الثالث.
ارسال كرة باتجاه جرافة، ممكن كرة، ممكن جول، ممكن جول، ممكن جول. الله! احمر بالخط العريض دعوى البطولة.
حمل شهر إبريل الفرحة والبهجة للأهلي وعشاقه، حيث حقق الفرسان رسميا لقب الدوري قبل 3 مراحل على النهاية، وذلك بعد الفوز على الوصل ب2-1.
الأهلي بطل لدوري الخليج العربي. الأهلي أنهاها.
فرحة هناك ودموع هنا، حيث أكدت خماسية العين في شباك الشعب سقوط فرقة الكوماندوز رسميا إلى دور الدرجة الأولى. في نهاية هذا الشهر رافق أسود العوير فرقة الكوماندوز إلى دور المظالم، وذلك بعد تعادل الطرفين بهدف لمثله في الجولة 24 من عمر الدوري. وختام المحطات كان بتتويج الأهلي رسميا بلقب دوري الخليج العربي، وقد جاء في المرحلة الختامية بعد المباراة أمام الظفرة التي تم نقلها خصيصا إلى استاد راشد ليتسنى للفرسان الاحتفال مع جماهيرهم بأفضل طريقة ممكنة.
لكل ناد تاريخ، وفي مسيرة كل نادي إضاءة تشع بضياء الانتصارات. عش المجد بحاضره وماضيه، عش يوما مع ناديك. من الذاكرة على أبو ظبي الرياضية. أشهر نجوم القتال عبر التاريخ، نسرد قصتهم القتالية ونسلط الضوء على الأحداث التي واكبت مسيرتهم الرياضية، إنجازاتهم، انكساراتهم، وتحدياتهم، من رحلة صعودهم في البداية وصولا إلى القمة. نجوم القتال في هذه الأوقات على أبو ظبي الرياضية. أبطال الجوجيتسو في مواجهة قوية مليئة بالمتعة والتحدي في الجولة النهائية لواحد من أغلى الألقاب. الإثارة والمنافسة هما عنوان الحدث. كأس نائب رئيس الدولة للجوجيتسو الجولة الثالثة على أبو ظبي الرياضية.
قبل الختام دعونا نتابع أفضل الأهداف المسجلة في شهر يناير والتي اخترناها لكم من مسابقة دوري الخليج العربي.
لويس فارينا في الجهة اليسرى لصالح بنياس، خطيرة لمونوس، الله على أجمل صورة في أول 4 دقائق.
لويس انريكو يلعبها ممتازة، دي سوسا راح رودريجو يحضر كرة، ممكن غير كنترول، تسديد سيأتي مع انريكو. ما أروعهم، ما أجملهم، ما أبدعهم.
رحل، انطلق، راح، هولمان راح، والأفراح تنتظر النصراوية. هولمان يواصل، هولمان يمرر، هولمان يسجل. راح وجاب الأفراح.
وصلت في محاولة لمصلحة نادي دبي، تأخر فيها لاعبين نادي دبي. جهة الحسين محاولة تسديد خطيرة، الله الأسود تعبر الحدود.
مواجهات 16 هدف ومحاولة باكيتي، خطرة، جول، الله.
لعب الكرة على طول انجليزي بالقدم اليمنى. فين محمد ملالة؟ انطلاقه مرة أخرى تاني علي مبخوت، علي مبخوت، محاولة خطيرة للجزيرة. الجزيرة يحب جدا الفرقة تفتح الملعب الثاني. الله، كعب الغزال يا متحني، الله الله الله. نيلسون فالديز في أول 10 دقائق مش ممكن.
يعني تحس أن هناك سرعة الاداء، هناك سرعه الانتقال من الدفاع الى خط الهجوم. هذا ما يميز الشعب في مباراه الليله. والمرتده جاءت بالهدف خطيره، جول يا الله، مش ممكن على هدف نار.
وادي الكرة على طول اماميه خطيره جدا في البعيده، ملاله في البعيده لسه هنستنى كتير جدا. دينو خرجوا لبره، هوبا ولد عالمي يا ولد يا ولد. هم دول يا جماعه، هم دول الولدين الخطار. بص شوف الاهداف ولا بلاش. الله الله الله، كارلوس مينوز هدف عالمي جميل.
موسم استثنائي للمحترفين انتهى بلا بطل، ليبدأ موسم جديد بقرعة تحمل معاني التقدير لخط دفاعنا الأول، إذ تعود الحياة للملاعب وتدق معها طبول المواجهات. قرعة كأس ودوري الخليج العربي 2020-2021 على أبو ظبي الرياضية. UFC Fight Night تعود مع مباراة الإياب، حيث المنافسة على حزام وزن الذبابة. سيتعين على المتنافس رقم 1 ديفيسون فيغريدو أن يقاتل بشدة عندما يواجه المتنافس رقم 2 جوزيف بينافيديس الذي يريد الانتقام. لا تفوت UFC Fight Night على أبو ظبي الرياضية وتطبيق UFC أرابيا. بريف تعود إليكم، وهذه المرة من رومانيا. ليلتان من القتال والتشويق وبمشاركة أبرز نجوم القتال. بطولة بريف لفنون القتال المختلطة، رومانيا، بوخارست، على قناة أبو ظبي الرياضية.
Listen to Matias Almeida.
With me. Stay Wando with me. Fierro with me.
Well, there you have it. Almeida saying that he expects the same type of second half here as far as the counter-attacking from Vancouver, saying that not only because of the mistakes of San Jose, their errors, but also the ability to capitalize. He gave credit as well to the Whitecaps, and at the end, of course, a message of motivation to Benjamín Galindo, el maestro, recuperating after a tough situation, saying that he is watching him from Guadalajara. Of course, Benjamín Galindo, assistant coach to El Pelado Almeida in San Jose, Alex.
Yeah, and obviously we join Matias Almeida in that wish of a speedy recovery for Benjamín Galindo, who we all know and know well.
We are on with a second 45 minutes of this one. Wilkes-Barre, Ramses Sandoval, Tuleene, Twitter, MLS Back Tournament. The Earthquakes and the Whitecaps. Here's Espinosa. He'll have another shot at it. Look at that with 24 seconds. San Jose right out of the gate. Trying to get something going here as they're down 2-1.
They were a bit unlucky during the first half because I think San Jose was a better side, and despite that, they are losing this matchup against a very effective Vancouver. Have created maybe 3 dangerous plays and have scored twice out of them. So one of them from an own goal after a counter-attack. So I think San Jose needs to stick to their game plan, keep doing what they're doing, keep the pressure up, finding a way in, and surely more goals will come. They need to be more effective on set-piece plays, obviously, because they had a lot of corners, and right at the end there, they managed to score a goal off a corner kick in a key moment of the match, because San Jose being able to score just before the first half ended changes everything in this game. So expect a good one here in the second half. It'll surely be entertaining.
The Quakes will have another opportunity here, continuing to work on that stat of corner kicks, as Magnus Eriksson will take it from the right with his left boot. Gives the order, swings it in, second pole, the header, wide. So close for Osvaldo Alanis.
Could have done better, and he knows it. Frustrated with himself because he came in from behind and he was all alone there. Just not a solid header by the Mexican, who usually is quite accurate with these kinds of plays.
Eriksson, now Espinosa, Hudson, and a tackle from the Brazilian. This is how the group shapes up at the moment. San Jose at the moment, as they're trying to get back into this game with another point, potentially setting up a third and final game. Against Chicago, try to pick up either the second spot of the group or one of the 4 best placed thirds. But that won't happen if Dajome is able to put this in the back of the net. That was crafty from the Colombian, Christian Dajome.
Who needs to get a little bit more involved in the matchup. We've seen little of Dajome, the Colombian. We've seen little of Milinkovic as well. Reina has been a little bit more active, but obviously they missed their offensive power. And Cavallini and Enriquez aren't available for this tournament. So they're doing what they can with what they have.
Look at this. Nick Lima closing near end line there. Dangerous opportunity as Jordi Reina was trying to get in behind Nick Lima. Corner kick for Vancouver. Reina looks to go straight to goal. Look at that from Daniel Vega. All over his defenders.
¿La que dijo?
Oh, we can't repeat that on national television, Alex. You know that.
Frustrated with his defenders because he just left. I mean, they left too much space and time for Vancouver to think about what they wanted to do with that play.
Luis Omar. ¿Cómo están ustedes? How are you guys? As the opportunity is going to be here for Vancouver, you guys can enjoy this game in English. Watch the shot, just wide that time from Milinkovic. Luis Omar, you guys can enjoy the game in English. Of course you can. MLSsoccer.com/SAP to learn on how to activate the English option, Alex.
Yeah, sit tight. It is going to be a very entertaining second half, especially because of how San Jose came back in the first, scoring right before the half that gave them life. And it should be a good one from here on out.
Luis Omar, Tony, regresamos con ustedes. Magnus Eriksson able to get on the ball. He's going to close inside into the box. Good play to Espinosa with a shot. It's way out. Not the best contact off his left boot. That'll be a throw-in, actually, for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Here's Alanis. Open it near side to Tommy Thompson. 120 plus games with San Jose for the Indiana Hoosier product. Now out to Lima. Product of Cal. U.S. international already under Greg Berhalter. Magnus Eriksson again over to the right with Espinosa. All day Espinosa on that right side of the pitch. Close to Hudson. Thompson tried it first time. Well defended by Ali Adnan. Back to Cristian Espinosa, the product of Huracan. Drop back for Jackson Ewell. Lima, a ton of space. Puts it inside. Vaco! Turnaround shot off the left. That's saved by Maxime Crepa.
Once again, but Vancouver is definitely dropping the line way too far back. And they've done it after the second goal they scored. They're just giving San Jose all the space to create danger, to keep the pressure on them.
Here's a service. Crepa could have been a foul against the goalkeeper, not called by referee of the matchup. Hudson from way out. Off target.
Vancouver needs to find a way to retain the ball on offense a little bit to give their guys a breather. Because if this keeps up, San Jose will just keep on creating chances to tie this one up. They need to have and they lose the ball very quickly once they have it.
No offside position from Espinosa, able to control it. Goes to Tommy Thompson. Picked up by Adnan. Espinosa again. Tip of the box opportunity. Crafty maneuver by Jackson Ewell. Back on it. Vacome, Nick Lima. Lost it. And now it's Owusu. Nowinski. And all the way back to Crepa. About 10 minutes gone in the second half. Vancouver up 2-1 on San Jose.
And it must be frustrating for San Jose because they've absolutely dominated this game from a possession standpoint. And they're still losing it. But a lot of time left here to try and tie this one up. And as the second half settles in, expect some physical problems to arise on both teams, but especially on Vancouver. At the end of the day, San Jose already has 90 minutes on their backs. They know, whoa.
Wow. heat up. Espinosa will be booked. Magnus Eriksson has a word with Owusu.
I don't think there was, there was bad intention there. It was just that Adnan wasn't paying attention, so he never saw the ball coming. But I don't think that Espinosa deliberately wanted to hit him in the face. He was just passing the ball to him. And Adnan never realized it. That's at least my read of the play.
Oh, either way, Espinosa has been booked. That's Dos Santos, and that's Almeida. And Matias having a word with Robert Sabiga, the fourth official in this one, probably explaining the same situation you explained to me, Alex. An accidental play that time. They'll play on. Looks like Oliveira is going to review this.
And I think they're going to take the yellow card back, but I don't think VAR should be used for these kinds of plays. I mean, just limit VAR to penalty, red cards. I mean, I think it's an accident.
He's going to count it. He's going to keep it.
He's going to keep it.
Play on. This is one of the more interesting yellows you'll ever review. It's not mistaken identity. It's not a play from the aspect of the sport in game, if you will, Alex. It's off dead play.
I think it was an unnecessary review for VAR. It wasn't a consequential play, unless he was thinking about changing the yellow to red.
Sure.
Because of an aggression, but I mean, I still think it was an accident.
There's Alanis to play back to Vega, who will get rid of it now. Chipping it up top, finding a teammate. Alanis again. And there's Daniel Vega. Oh, Vega! No, Vega! Vancouver scores! And you'll pay mistakes like this. And the worst way.
And this is not the first time it happens to Vega. Let's take another look at it. You make a mistake like this, it'll cost you big time. Basically giving away a goal and throwing the game away. You just cannot miss that pass inside your own box. And Vancouver capitalizes on the mistake to score the third goal. Easy goal, huge mistake, boom, 3-1.
That could be the game, and that can be the tournament for the San Jose Earthquakes. High pressure play from Vancouver. Vega gives it away.
And you have to give credit, obviously, to the high pressure, but you cannot make that mistake. And again, it's not the first time it's happened. With Vega, sometimes has some shaky performances. Not very solid with the ball in his feet. And he pays a high price for mistake committed here.
And that's unfortunate. You look at him in that first game against Seattle, and he was superb. I mean, he kept that point in the bag for San Jose. Now the Quakes with a chance to get back into it somehow, some way. Vaco. Kamiri goes down. Rev has not stopped play. And now they will.
And now let's see how Vancouver manages this 2-goal difference, because we saw when they were 2-0 up, they threw the line just too far back, and that cost them because San Jose got aggressive, kept insisting until they found that first goal, as we take a look at Carlos Fierro, who's coming in. So now let's see, with again a 2-goal difference, if they're gonna fall back once again and just let San Jose come to them, or if they're gonna try and something different to try and manage the advantage a little bit better than they did in the first half. Multiple substitutions. Wando comes in, Carlos Fierro comes in.
Shea
Salinas as well.
Hudson.
So everything is going to change from a San Jose point of view. Hudson is in as well. So it's a different team in the field as of right now. So Hudson comes out, and we'll be confirming the substitutions in a second.
Wando.
Nick Lima comes out for Salinas.
Of course, Wondolowski, the record man. Most goals all time in Major League Soccer, breaking that record last season, I should say. Carlos Fierro, former Chivas of Guadalajara man, Shea Salinas, Dutchman Husen, and Chris Wando on the field. As this is a big-time change of personnel by Matias Almeida. Cassia. Osvaldo Lanis. Long ball for Husen. Gets a touch on it. Chris Wondolowski looking to find Rios. Espinosa is still on the pitch, so this is ultra offensive, Alex, from San Jose, from the standpoint of having Fierro, Danny Husen, Cristian Espinosa, Andy Rios, Chris Wondolowski, all in the field. Strikers galore.
And it's going to be interesting to see exactly how they're going to work together on the pitch, because there's just too many offensive-minded players in it right now. Sometimes that's not what you want if you're looking for goals. But Matias Almeida definitely makes an aggressive decision to try and go for it with 30 minutes to go, being 2 goals down.
Now the Whitecaps are the favorite rival of Chris Wondolowski. 13 goals against them, just above the Los Angeles Galaxy, which Wando scored 12 against. So interesting stat there. Wando is usually superb against Vancouver. Of course, not starting tonight, but in the pitch now with about 25 minutes to go in regulation plus stoppage. A 3-1 game. For Vancouver at the moment. Owusu lost it. Husen. Magnus Eriksson will have the deflection on Huang. Service coming in from the right. Carlos Fierro, the Mexican world champion, under 17 world champion 2011. Under 17 Mexican side defeated Uruguay at Azteca Stadium. He was part of that team. Eriksson won't get there. Good interception from Huang, and now off to the races is Vancouver Whitecaps. Watch Jordi Reina. Dajome going into Reina. Crafty little back heel to Huang. On the left, a wide open David Milinkovic. As a man on Hull City on loan from Hull. Adnan. And now the pass play from Vancouver, looking to keep possession on the ball.
Yes, Almeida surely needs to be very worried about what he's seeing here tonight, because San Jose has made some amateur mistakes throughout this match. I mean, mistakes that you just cannot allow to happen playing at this level. And I'm not talking only about Vega, but also the own goal comes after a very poorly defensive play where they left Reina all alone on a long run, going one-on-one against Crepa. I mean, against Vega.
Here's Shea Salinas. Will have another chance. Doesn't get there in time. It's a corner kick for San Jose.
Very, very, very shaky on defense with costly mistakes that you rarely see in a professional team.
Here's the in-swinger. Salinas, he'll get it back. Service comes in, taken back out by Owusu.
Alanis is down. Seems to be having some physical problems.
We probably need for the stat to refresh, but utilizing the phenomenal work from MLS Online. At the moment, it's 14 corners. Now 15 at least. Shot comes in from Husen. Now, that's at least 15 corner kicks for San Jose, Alex. 1 for Vancouver. Cross off the right from Fierro. Do we get another one? Not just yet. Espinosa. Look at that. Nobody claims that ball. Alanis. Not in time. Again. Magnus Eriksson. Very close to the 16th corner of the match. Over 70% possession for San Jose, Alex. What a tough one this will be for Almeida. Over 20 shots for the Quakes, about 6 for Vancouver. Talk about a team that has buried them tonight.
It's frustrating. I mean, they've dominated in terms of possession. They have the ball. They seem to be in control, but they've made some amateur mistakes that have cost them hugely. And on an offensive side of things, created 15 corner kick opportunities, only managed to be effective in 1 out of 15, and they haven't even been close on the other 14. So they need to get better in set-piece plays.
Cross comes in. Wondolowski looking to meet it. As the service came on from Carlos Fierro. Guess what?
16 and counting.
It's maybe 17.
17 maybe. I lost count.
Yep, 17th corner kick of the match. Unbelievable stuff.
And it also, I mean, that stat also reflects poorly on Vancouver, because you can't allow them to corner you in to your side of the pitch. At that level, I mean, creating 17 corner kicks is just way too much.
This could be it for Wondolowski. Oh, can you believe it? It's to the back of the net. Goal! And we have a game again on our hands as San Jose fights back. It's 3-2. Now, I don't know, Alex, if this is Wando's goal.
Let's take another look at it. Who's in? And then Wando, I think he does touch the ball at the end. Let's take another look. Fly ball. There's a header.
Fierro doesn't touch it. It's Wondolowski's goal.
Yeah, Fierro doesn't touch it, right?
Wow. It's Wando's goal.
Wando.
When you are a goal scorer, you are a goal scorer. And I don't know if they're going to look at this again. Now,
this is such a strange play.
This is going to be tough.
Oh, maybe an offside there.
If they call it, it's going to be there from Husen. There's no offside here, and there's no offside here.
No. It's Husen with an extended arm. Maybe an offside position. They're not going to take another look.
Play. They'll play on. A fantastic 18 minutes to go in this one as Jordi Reina is off the field. Wow. Well, San Jose will get another chance, Alex.
Well, they will. And it speaks poorly of Vancouver and the way they've managed their advantages. Twice they've gone up on a 2-goal difference. And now San Jose is right back in it. But when you have 70% possession of the ball, that's what you expect. That's why Vancouver needs to find a way to retain the ball somehow. Otherwise, it's just too much pressure. You won't be able to hold on.
Jordi Reina doesn't look very happy on the sidelines. Footballer at Chiclayo, Peru. Difference maker in this team. And look at this. Magnus Eriksson looking to capitalize on a mistake, but this time from Vancouver. Still on his feet. Vasilinovic. Tip of the box. Vasilinovic goes down, no foul. Looked like a foul that time, and it will be called. As Carlos Fierro, I believe the Mexican, was grabbed illegally.
And we can expect some substitutions on the Vancouver side, because San Jose has made 4 already against only 1 from Vancouver.
Cross comes in, taken away by Camiri for the moment. And the men who came on for Jordi Reina, Alex, Ryan Raposo.
But if you're Vancouver, you most definitely need some fresh legs in there, because it's getting late in the second half. Humidity, heat.
You get the feeling just now that the Quakes can draw off here. With the high pressure, they have enough time, about 15 minutes to go, plus stoppage.
It's been a really, really strange game.
Oh, Rios went down. That looked like a foul. It will be a foul and a booking.
It was a dangerous tackle
from Camiri.
not sure if Kamiri gets to the ball first, though. I think he does, but
let's look at it again. Doesn't catch him completely, but that is theoretically, to me, Alex, a red card tackle. Cleats up, not looking for the ball whatsoever from Kamiri.
Well, he's lucky he got the ball first. Otherwise, it could have been, or could have had red card potential. And now a set-piece play for San Jose. We've seen a lot of corner kicks, but we haven't seen a lot of free kicks around the box. So this is going to be maybe the first for San Jose in the match. And looks like Husen wants to take it.
He's a specialist. Who to call it and who to take it. Husen sets up from his right. Jackson Ewell as well. It's Husen, and that's saved by Krepa.
If Vancouver wins tonight, it's going to be because of Krepa. And because
second pull service, Wondolowski will be called for that foul.
Not happy with the call.
That was the 18th corner kick of the game for San Jose.
Take another look at the Husen free kick. Oh. Took two deflections. I'm not sure if it was going in or if it was going to hit the post, but Krepa doesn't want to know anything about it.
Looked like it was going to smash that post. Hydration break, 77 in.
Really, the key difference so far has been the performance on both of the keepers. Sensational from Krepa, shaky from Vega. And that's really the explanation for Vancouver winning it so far.
12 minutes to go in this one. We'll get some stoppage for sure. Perhaps 5 to 6 minutes. 10 of substitutions, goals. This hydration break. And then some. That's the Vancouver Whitecaps on Twitter and Instagram. Connecting in this MLS Hispanic tournament. Play on in the final third of this game. Swung by Espinosa. Chips it up top. No foul called, Vancouver ball.
Well, the game is wide open now, and both teams are leaving a lot of space in the pitch. So it's going to come down to who is going to take better advantage of open space. And I think San Jose is better positioned than Vancouver Whitecaps to do that.
That's a foul from Dajome, Colombian. Former Atlético Nacional, as we get ready for another Vancouver substitution. Precisely, Dajome coming in with 14 in the back of his jersey. Tio Bear.
is coming in.
Academy player. And as Alex, as you've mentioned, one of their only options offensively. Wanda wants it. Count it. And make that the 19th corner kick of the game for San Jose.
Fierro needs to get involved in the match. He has the quality and the talent to do so. He's a very crafty player, speedy if he wants to. San Jose could use some of that.
Here's the header, and there you have it from Osvaldo Alanis. It's 3-3, Alanis for San Jose with 9 minutes to go.
Well, this is what happens when you give the other team 19 plus opportunities on a free kick to score on you. They've done it twice now. Lack of determination on defense by Vancouver. Alanis goes up, wins the header, puts it in. 3-3.
And look at this, Vancouver on the answer. Right back. Three to three. What a game, what a finish, and what a way for the Earthquakes to fight back. And that is Pelado Almeida's stamp all over this team. Not to give up, Alex, when you go down 3-1 on that immense mistake from Vega. Here's a service. Looks long, is long. Chased away by Eriksson for San Jose. Played back inside by Vasilinovic. Owusu. All of a sudden, the Whitecaps trying to make something happen offensively. Owusu with the cross. It's taken away. That's a foul on attack from Theo Baer against Alanis.
Well, there's, with the added time, more than 10 minutes to go. So, I mean, San Jose can easily end up winning this matchup. And, boy, is it going to be a frustrating night for Vancouver. They let go twice, a 2-goal advantage. And it really has been more about what Vancouver has allowed San Jose to do than what San Jose has done to come back in this one. Need to take into account, obviously, the missing players Vancouver has, but they haven't managed the advantage well, nor the game for that matter, at all.
Somebody going to win this game, Alex?
Well, I mean, I think that best case scenario for Vancouver right now is to end up tying this one out.
Unbelievably so, after being up 3-1. Looks like San Jose
is closer to scoring the first than Vancouver is. So
we got the fresh legs of the several substitutions from Almeida. Espinosa has ran all game, goes inside. Crepa keeps it. Talk about those substitutions. Wando, Fierro, Husen, and Salinas for Hudson, Thompson, Vaco, and Lima. He made those changes when this game was 3-1, Alex. Almeida did.
And it served them well. take another look at the goal. Osvaldo Alanis. Lack of determination in Kamiri.
Huang will play a dangerous ball. Looking for Theo Baer, didn't get there in time. Magnus Eriksson does.
33 in, 33 in. 10 out.
And now we'll switch the pitch and play near side for Carlos Fierro. Fierro with the cross. Throwing. Some of the change for San Jose. Espinosa comes out. Owusu. Down.
Paul Marie comes in. A defender trying to close this one out. As we take a look at Owusu, who I'm not sure he's going to be able to continue. It doesn't look good. $170 goals for Chris Wondolowski.
Unbelievable. He does not stop. The stretcher comes out. You don't like to see that. You were absolutely right, Alex. 23-year-old Ghanaian Leonard Owusu will have to come off. The decision now coming up here for Marco Dos Santos. With 88 gone. Stoppage. More than likely will be around 8 to 10 minutes. Alex?
Yeah, more or less. We've seen it happen, game in, game out.
It's a fucking hamstring. Yeah, what are we waiting for? Come on.
And you hear absolutely everything here.
I mean, it does seem to be a hamstring, so you wonder why don't they get him in the stretcher for him to receive medical attention outside the pitch so that the game can continue.
That more than likely coming out of the San Jose Earthquake bench.
Ahí está. Sí, la camilla está esperando para levantarlo. Se van a agregar 9 minutos.
Nico Cantor there in the background.
9 minutes of added on. I caught that.
Okay.
So we will play up until the 99th minute of action.
They've wasted too much time here in this play.
Smart, you got time. Keep playing.
And Owusu is walking off the field with what it appears to be a hamstring. But he should have received medical attention outside the pitch, because it's been 3-4 minutes of wasted time so far. Metcalf coming in for Owusu. So 9 to go.
Play on. Look at this from Wanda, looking to get ahead on that. Play that for Husen, perhaps. Fierro. Here's Carlos Fierro. Mexican winger, Wendelowski. And they thought they saw handball there. Husen asking for it as well. Marco de Oliveira says calma, patience.
They are not going to get it, and the referee is making sure.
El Fath, Alex Ishmael El Fath is the official on VAR.
Play on. I didn't catch anything, by the way, in the play, but from their reaction, evidently something happened.
Here's Adnan. Still on it, Adnan goes down with a foul.
Hard tackle on Adnan.
Adnan.
Yellow card. It's been intense, physically very disputed game between Vancouver and San Jose. Let's take another look. Adnan throws his arm back and then receives that hard tackle, goes down. Great game, by the way, from the Iraqi international.
Yeah, former player of Udinese in Italy has been sensational today, starting with a beautiful first goal of the match. That run from the left side, going central and having it off his right boot. The order given by Marcos de Oliveira. Ball given away by Vancouver. Offside position called by second assistant Benjamin Halvo Punfine.
Hard, clean tackle there. It's been a strange game so far, so I think we're in for a crazy ending to this one.
94 on the doorstep of the 94th minute. This one going long. Carlos Fierro didn't get it. Wants it, 21.
Offensive
the other way. Adnan again involved in that play.
So whenever you're down twice by a 2-goal difference and you manage to crawl your way back and rescue at least a point from a match, it's obviously a good result, but Matias Almeida needs to clean up San Jose's performance, avoid amateur mistakes that are costing him points and games. He's quick. Team needs to shake this game off and try and win the next one to advance into the second round, but a lot of work to be done.
Carlos Fierro and Magnus Eriksson closing in on Branko Vasilinovic to take that away. 95 gone from Orlando. past the 11 hour in Orlando. Cross to the second pole, taken away. That's a corner kick for San Jose. Cross comes in, the header! So close for the Quakes. And that was the 20th corner kick of the match by the Buck. Guess what? 21, Alex Berry. 21 corner kicks. Unbelievable stuff. Probably a record that won't be broken in this MLS's PAC tournament. Heard it, watched it, here on TUDN. Who's it again with a cross? Wando was ready to get in the back of that. Fierro as well. Adnan thought he was fouled.
22.
22nd corner.
And I think Crepa needs to build some confidence in him to go out for some of these crosses.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ambitious try. Second pole service. Could have been it for Husen. Still 3-0.
Some of the corner kicks are coming in way too close of Crepa in an opportunity for the goalkeeper to come outside his box for the ball, but he hasn't done that so far, creating an opportunity for San Jose's players to win the headers.
Last 95 seconds of this one. Wando closing in, wants it. He's not going to get it. Shea Salinas still on it. Shea Salinas! Golazo from Shea Salinas!